Good morning, students. Now we'll discuss one more example of probability, little bit different than previous concepts. The example is like this. A random variable x has a following discrete probability distribution for x, and the discrete probability distribution for x, the given is, it is like given values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The values are 0, k, 2k, 2k, 3k, k square, 2 times k square, 7k square plus k. Then we need to find the value of k. Then we need to evaluate probability of x less than 6, x greater than or equal to 6, and probability of x lies between 3 and 6. And also we need to find the probability distribution. This is not a new thing, because when the constant is given, unknown term is given, after calculating this unknown term, we substitute the same value of that unknown term in the same table, then every k becomes a numerical value. That itself is a probability distribution table. That is not a big deal. Then the distribution function of x has to be calculated. That is nothing but f of x. It is also known as cumulative probability function, cumulative distribution function, CDF it is known as. Okay, so that also we will discuss how to calculate. Let us start with the things. A random variable x has this one, then we need to find out the probability distribution. That is nothing but discrete probability distribution. When we can say this table is a discrete probability distribution, for that we must have two conditions. One is probability of x must be greater than or equal to 0, and summation of that probability of x must be equal to 1. Then it is possible. So I take probability of x is greater than or equal to 0 is possible if k is greater than or equal to 0. But right now we don't know what is the value of k. Okay. Next, second one. Summation of probability of x must be equal to 1. It is also possible when, if we calculate this, it is possible when we take this one. Summation of p of x. Let us add all these values. So that is 0 plus k plus 2k plus 2k plus 3k plus k square plus 2k square plus 7k square plus k is equal to 1. If we add all these terms, then we will be getting 10k square plus 9k minus 1 equal to 0. If you see this example, this result, 10k square plus 9k minus 1 equal to 0, and it is nothing but a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. So we need to calculate its root. How do you calculate its root? Then if you multiply, it should be 1 minus 10. If you add or subtract, it should be 9. Therefore it is 10k minus 1 into k plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore k is equal to 1 divided by 10, or k is equal to minus 1. There are two results. Then out of these two results, which value of k we can select? Whether we need to take k equal to minus 1, or we need to take k is equal to 1 by 10. But one condition you can see. First condition says probability of x is greater than or equal to 0. It is possible only when k is positive. But so negative k cannot be considered. Therefore only we need to consider positive k. So let us consider k is equal to 1 by 10, which is nothing but 0.1, because k should not be equal to minus 1. It should be positive. Therefore we take positive value of k. So we got k is equal to 0.1. Then let us substitute the value of k in the table and let us construct a table here. What the table is? X, P of x, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, P of x, you can see this table 0k. In k substitute 0.1, then this table becomes 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.01. K square means 0.1, the square will be 0.01. Next 2 times k square, that becomes 0.02. Then 7k square plus k means 7 into 0.1 square plus k, that becomes 0.17. Okay, so this is the new distribution. This is called as the probability distribution, discrete probability distribution. So one question is already solved. Next, k is also calculated, so this is also over. Then what to do? We need to evaluate a few things. One, probability of x less than 6. Probability of x less than 6. Less than 6 means, you can see here, x less than 6. Less than 6 means excluding 6, all previous values. As I discussed in a previous one, either we can take it as, there are two ways. One, you can take probability of 0 plus probability of 1 plus probability of 2 plus probability of 3 plus probability of 4 plus probability of 5, which becomes lengthy. Or else let us take it as nothing but 1 divided by probability of x. It was less than, so it becomes greater than. X, 6 is excluded, 6 will be included. Okay, therefore it is 1 minus. What is probability of x greater than or equal to 6? So 6 and 7. So probability of 6 plus probability of 7. Okay, so this is equal to 1 minus. What is probability of 6? Probability of 6 is 0.02 plus probability of 7 is 0.17. So this is equal to, what is the value of this? If you add these two and if you subtract it from 1, it becomes 0.81. So that is probability of x less than 6. Similarly, second one, probability of x greater than or equal to 6. Here our work becomes very simple. Probability of x greater than or equal to 6 means what? Already we calculated this part, the bracket value. So probability of this means what? Greater than or equal to means probability of 6 plus probability of 7. That is 0.02 plus 0.17, which is nothing but 0.19. This is probability of x greater than or equal to 6. Next, third one, probability of 3 less than x less than or equal to 6. Less than or equal to 6. That is, see here, x lies between 3 and 6. X lies between 3 and 6. Where x is included, 3 is excluded. So 4, 5, 6. So that is probability of 4 plus probability of 5 plus probability of 6. So let us take probability of 4 is 0.3, probability of 5 is 0.01 plus probability of 6 is 0.02, which is equal to 0.33. So this is the value. Okay, then we will calculate cumulative function. What is the cumulative function? One more additional question is given here, that is, also find the distribution function of x. Okay, so the distribution function of x, that is nothing but cumulative distribution function CDF. Okay, what is cumulative distribution function says, which is nothing but f of x is equal to probability of x less than or equal to x, which is nothing but summation of probability of x where I is from 1 to x. Okay, I is from 1 to x. Let us take what it is. We'll prepare that table also. We take one x and f of x, because f of x will be what now? Summation of p of x. So we don't take p of x here, we take f of x because it is cumulative distribution. X is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so when x is 0, then what will be p of x? When x is 0, p of x is nothing but what? It is nothing but summation of p of x. So when x is 0, it is 0. So we'll take this as 0. When x is 1 means what? Summation of p of x means what? This plus this. So 0 plus 0.1 is equal to 0.1. Next, x is equal to 2 means what? X is equal to 2 means what? So this plus this plus this. Therefore it is already two terms are calculated. There is 0.1 plus 0.2, which is equal to 0.3. Next, x equal to 3. X equal to 3 means this. So this plus this plus this. So already up till this it is calculated. So add only next term, that is 0.3 plus 0.2, that becomes 0.5. So next, similarly, next term, already up till previous term it is calculated, only add a next one term where x is equal to 4. So 0.5 plus 0.3. 0.5 plus 0.3, that is equal to 0.8. Next, 0.8 plus next value we add, so that is 0.01. So it becomes 0.81. Next, 0.81 plus next value, that is 0.02, that becomes 0.83. Next, 0.83 plus next value, that is 0.17, this is equal to 1. Therefore we can see it starts from 0 to 1. When we added all these values, final result should be equal to 1. That is because we know that probability of summation of p of x is equal to 1. So this is the important thing. So in this case, even we can calculate, it is not given in the example, but additional I'll take. Even we can calculate mean also. What is mean mu? It is nothing but summation of x into p of x. What is that? Let us calculate this also. So anyhow x is there, p of x is there. So only we need to calculate the mean here. What is that? Don't calculate it from this table, calculate it from this table. Okay. So if we calculate it from here, then what we get? 0 into 0, 1 into this, this into this. These columns, if you take products, then we will be getting 0 into 0 will be 0, plus 1 into 0.1, plus 2 into 0.2, plus 3 into 0.3, plus 4 into 0.3, plus 5 into 0.01, plus 6 into 0.02, next 7 into 0.17. Okay, so what we have done, we took this into this, plus this into this, plus this into this, like that we have taken all the calculations. If you calculate this by using the calci, then we will be getting 3.66, that becomes a mean. Okay, similarly we can go for variance also. Variance V. What is variance V? Summation of x minus mu the whole square into p of x. Okay, if you take this, again x is from the table 0. Okay, p of x is from the table, this line, so mu is here. If you calculate this thoroughly, then we will be getting this as 2.2779. Then standard deviation will be equal to square root of this, that is nothing but 2.2779 under square root. If you calculate this, it becomes 1.509. So go through this example once again. Thank you.